What is happening, my beautiful WeldTube family? Alan here, President of WeldTube, coming to you from my office. In tonight's video, we have some career advice for welding students. So we had a gentleman reach out to us a couple of weeks ago, and he asked the question, how do I land a job after graduating welding school?
Check out weldlife.com and shop all welding gear.
So you're currently in welding school, and you're thinking to yourself, how do I get employed after I graduate? So today we're gonna go over 5 keys that I believe are essential to get you employed after welding school, and it all starts in welding school. The first key is gonna be hard work and dedication. And just like you hear it, it's pretty much self-explanatory. The more time you put under the welding hood, the better shot you have of passing that pre-employment weld test. Every time you apply for a job, you're gonna have to take a weld test, and that's just the way our industry is. So the more time you put under the welding hood, the better shot you have at passing that weld test. And if you're that person that doesn't put the time in under the welding hood, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but your shot of passing the pre-employment weld test just went from here to down here. And that's just facts. And that's with anything in life. You get out what you put into it. Key number 2, learn all your welding process. MIG, stick, TIG, flux core, uphill, downhill, alloys, stainless, chrome, Inconel. The more you know, the more you'll be in demand. You want to be that guy or gal where your employer says, TIG, right here, flux core, right here, stick, right here, MIG, right here, uphill, downhill. Again, you'll just be more in demand and you always stay busy. Don't be a one-trick pony. Let me give you an example. Let's say you're welding out in the pipeline and you're welding downhill and that industry starts to slow down. You can always go to the refineries or to a fab shops because you know how to do uphill, you know how to do TIG on alloys, you know how to do flux core, you know how to do MIG. Again, the more you know, the more you have value to add to the companies and the more you'll stay in demand. Key number 3, networking and building up your contacts. The more phone numbers you have on your phone, the better shot you'll have at staying busy year-round. You want to have phone numbers to fellow welders, superintendent, weld bosses, inspectors, company recruiters, student service at your welding school, fellow classmates in your welding school. All these high-paying traveling jobs, guys and gals, most of the time you have to get recced in from the inside. So what does rec in mean? It means that one of your contacts is already working on that job site. The superintendent asking for welders. He turns in your name to the superintendent turns it into the office calls you, you take a weld test, you pass it, and then you get to the job site. See how that works? Networking is the name of the game. Remember when I started this video, I started off by saying everything starts in welding school? Well, everyone that's in welding school, I want you to do me a big favor. Tomorrow when you go in, go to every one of your classmates and get their phone number and you give them yours. That's gonna come in real handy in the long run. Let me give you a scenario. You're in welding school with Jimmy. You both graduate, both take off in different directions in your career. Down the road, let's say a year down the road, Jimmy calls you and says, hey man, I just landed a turnaround in Louisiana. They're asking me for welders. Do you wanna come in? You say, heck yeah, I'm packing up my bags. You take off, you pass the weld test, you work that turnaround, and both of y'all finish that turnaround successfully. Then you get a call, you go to Colorado, within a few weeks, they ask you for welders. What are you gonna do? You're gonna call Jimmy, Jimmy's gonna pack his bags, come over to Colorado, pass that weld test, work with you, and that's something that's gonna continue on and on and on. You're gonna get him work, he's gonna get you work, and that's the name of the game. Networking is the name of the game. Key number 4, persistence, persistence, persistence. Especially when you're first starting off, keep in mind your contact list is not gonna be that big as a seasoned welder, but not to worry. Let's go ahead and talk about the online way. So you're gonna get on an employment sites, which would be your Indeed, Monster, LinkedIn, Craigslist, etc., etc. You're gonna type up welder, and then you're gonna go ahead and type up the area that you're looking for work at. New York, Florida, California, etc., etc. Let me give you a scenario. Okay, so I type up welder near Houston, and then I come to a post where it says company X is needing combo welders in Alvin, Texas, which is, I believe 20 miles away from here. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna do, you're gonna apply to that job site. Have a resume ready because most of these sites will require for you to upload a resume. But just don't apply and leave it like that. Let me tell you what you're gonna do. You give it a day. If you can go in person to the company, that's even better. Show up in welder's attire so they see that you're ready to go to work. You show up to the front office and you're gonna tell that front office person, hey, my name is so-and-so. I applied for your job for combo welder in Alvin. Can I speak to a recruiter? Hopefully the best case scenario would be, yeah, take a seat, hang tight. We'll get you to talk to a recruiter here in a couple minutes. But they can also tell you, no, just hang tight, a recruiter will call you. And then your answer should be, do you mind if I follow up in a day or two? And most of the time, they're gonna tell you yes. Okay, so the next step is very important. Keep on showing up every day so they can see you really want that job. And two things are gonna happen there. The first thing is you're gonna annoy the hell out of that front office person. But second, they're gonna see like, wow, this kid really wants it. Let me get him over to a recruiter and let's get him a weld test. Half of the battle is getting past front office personnel. Same thing applies over the phone. You're gonna apply online. You're gonna Google company X. You're gonna call them and say, hey, my name is so-and-so. I just applied for a job and I wanted to speak to a recruiter. If they pass you to a recruiter, boom, we're in. You know, if they don't pass you to a recruiter, same thing. Hey, do you mind if I follow up in a day or two? Keep on calling, keep on calling, you keep on calling until the front office person knows your name and they'll get you over to a recruiter and get you that weld test. So persistence, I just keep on saying it. Don't knock on doors, kick them down. You know, that's what you're gonna have to do. And don't be afraid to pick up the phone and call halfway across the country. You know, call superintendents in Wyoming, call superintendents in North Dakota. First, send them a text because keep in mind, them guys are always busy. So if you can send them a text, if you know that that superintendent has work, and you just send them a text and say, hey man, my name is so-and-so and I'm a combo welder and I wanted to see if you are hiring any welders. So again, guys, just keep at it. Persistence, persistence, persistence. There's gonna come a day where you don't have to be as persistent. The companies are gonna start calling you because they know the type of work you do and what you can offer. But in the meantime, just keep at it. Key number 5, take any job after finishing welding school. Might not be your dream job, might not be what you want to get paid, but it'll get your foot in the door and it'll get your experience going. Keep in mind, guys and gals, when you first starting off, experience most likely will be more important than your dollar amount. The dollar amount will come with time, no doubt. If you put in the hard work and you get that experience, it'll come with time. Also, on these entry-level jobs, you can start the networking process with other welders that are already on the inside, like we talked about earlier. Some friendly industries for entry-level welders are gonna be your shipyards, your fabrication shop, structural company, staffing agencies. And keep in mind, guys and gals, you don't have to stay there the rest of your life. Whenever you get your experience right, whenever you build your contact list, it's time to move on to bigger and better things. Play in the big leagues, which the big leagues are gonna be your pipelines, your petrochemical refineries, your power plants, nuclear plants, etc., etc. So just food for thought. Well, there you have it, my WeldTube family. Hope this video helped out. Let us know in the comments if you have any additional job hunting tips. And also, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Until next time, thank you. Have a good night.